players.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
What can you tell me about the event?
Well, this year we're gonna we started a brand new event. So the Buried City, as you might know, the mechanics are very similar to the ones we have on the Halloween event,
Oh, yeah.
but now the story is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
In this event, you get to know Barciani. He
Mm-hmm.
is a guard, and he comes to the city asking for help.
Oh, yeah.
His people were doing some excavations, trying to expand their underground city, and unfortunately, everything got buried. So he comes desperate to the kingdom and asks the Lord to help him finding him friends that are somehow lost under all these rocks and sand. And the player is now also invited to help and clear the sand, find his people, but they will not only find people, but it seems like inside the city there was some pieces of lost knowledge that would tell much more about these villages' story than actually Bachani knows.
Mm-hmm.
So while we uncover the structures and find his brothers, we will also learn a little bit more about their past, what they're doing in Elvenar, what happened to them, and it's all on our players now to figure it out.
Okay, so a rescue mission, but also with mystery.
Yes, there are a lot of mystery involved in this one.
Nice. What can you tell me about the rewards?
For this event, we prepared a very interesting reward pool. So while uncovering and cleaning the debris, you will be able to find a special selection of daily rewards. For this year, for this event, since it's a rescue mission, we have a lot of different civilizations and a lot of different races coming to help with these rescue mission. And of course, we will have the air traders coming to help. So we brought you back all the ships. You will find the Amuni ship, the Orc ship, the Elven ship, and the human ship. They will be going there to help with the rescue. Interesting to know is that we have these ships providing a lot of orcs, gold, seeds, mana. So if a player will need it, it's definitely very important to go through all the event and dig everything out so you can get these exclusive buildings from the past Air Traders event. On top of that, we have the brand new buildings, the Amuni Bar. We have the Furry Sands. We have the Desert Watchtower, where Barciani itself is working.
Feature? Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we have for the first time in the Amuni Bar, structure that produces sentient goods. So if you're on high chapters and you need some sentient goods, make sure you get your Amuni Bar. Also very interesting is the Desert Watchtower. So you're going to have light melee units being produced there. So you will be able to recruit also fighters just as Barciani. And there is the Furry Sands that is a culture-only building. But the special thing about this building is the design of it. So it is designed to fit in specific places in your city. So it's a 3x1 building. So if you have a slice of space that needs a little bit more of culture, just go there, collect it, and it's going to be perfect for your city.
And there is a cat and a panther there, right?
Yeah, it's super cool.
I like it. It's so nice. Yeah, nice. How do I get those rewards though? Like, I see that it is a rescue mission, so people are coming with donkeys.
Yes. Yes, this time, after you conclude all the quests, you conclude quests in quest lines, you are granted provisions to support your rescue mission, and you can trade these provisions in the shop inside the event screen for tools. And with these tools, you can progress inside the cave in. So this time, the first tool, that is the adventurer's favorite tool, you're going to have a shovel.
Yeah, you have to have a shovel, right?
If you don't have a shovel, you cannot start digging. And have the bottled wind. So the bottled wind contains a spell in it, when you use a bottled wind, a complete line will be cleaned. Important is that you can only use the bottled wind in tiles that are already revealed. So, and you also have the vacuum vial. When you open it, it sucks all the dust that is around the square you placed it and cleans everything around it. As all the excavations will go, you start, open a small entrance with a shovel, then you decide if you're going to clean the whole line or a 3x3 square with either the vacuum vial or the bottled wind. And that depends on the strategy you are interested in using.
You're talking about strategy. We'll actually, spoiler alert, we'll actually have something coming up for you guys on YouTube on how to best use the strategy in this event, because these elements are used better in certain ways than others, right? Because some tiles you can actually already see if there is going to be a reward in the next tile or not. Correct?
Yes. When you clean a specific tiles, the tiles around will be, how can I say, a little bit, there's still a little bit of dust in there, but you can more or less see what is under it. So you can see if it's an empty tile or if there is any treasure lost under it. And then you decide if you want to clean that one or if you would just let it go and keep on walking further into the cave in.
But you said also that this is also a mystery mission, because not only you find treasure in this buried city, but also you find knowledge.
Yes.
What about that knowledge?
That is the mystery. So while you're uncovering these treasures, you will face also some tablets, some old and broken tablets that some elders of the tribe are actually able to read. And they will identify it as pieces of the Amuni history. And then you're going to maybe understand or find out what is the relationship between these people that are now into the city and the Amuni race.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Super
and
nice.
how they actually did end up there.
So what about the progress? Because as far as you get knowledge, you progress through the progress bar with all the prizes. There are daily prizes, as you said. There are prizes that are related to how much knowledge you collect. And also there is the Royal Prize Pass that can give you even more prizes.
Yes. So as you collect the Amuni, pieces of Amuni history, you'll be progressing on the grand prize rotation. And if you purchase, you can also progress into the Royal Prize rotation. For these events, on the grand prize rotation, we have the Echoes of the Forgotten, our main evil building, and we can talk a little bit about these after. Yes. You will get also the evolution items you need to upgrade your Echoes of the Forgotten all the way to stage 10. And I think the newest things you can find there is the Tome of Opulence that you already presented, where you can decide if you want what you want to have as a prize. So depending on what you need at the moment, you can actually pick. And another change we did on that is now we are going to give the players not random shards. Now you will get on the grand prizes a specific shard you need from the Ancient Wonder you unlocked on the previous chapter. So yes, so you will get shards from the Ancient Wonder you unlocked, and you still need some pieces on. For the Royal Prizes, it's even more interesting. We're gonna have pet food, we're gonna have mana, we're gonna have blueprints, also the Spectral Stone and the Sip of Clarity that I heard our players love a lot.
Yeah, they do.
And also on the Royal Prizes, you will receive shards from the chapter you're currently in. So you get what you need now, and you can use them. You don't need to think maybe you're going to get from a very old Ancient Wonder that you don't use anymore, or you don't need anymore. You're going to get exactly the one you're using now. And as an addition to the Royal Prizes, we are releasing also the Gate to the Death, the main entrance of the city that will provide our players with a lot of population. So if you need population in the city, make sure you get the Gates of the Depths. It's a very, very good building and represents the entrance for this adventure.
Do I have to buy it now, or can I think about it?
You can always think about it. The grand prize and the royal prizes will be always counted considering the amount of Amuni history you get. But if you get to the middle or the end of the event and you decide, okay, maybe I want to invest and buy it, you can buy and you can still collect the prizes that you unlocked before.
So even if I didn't get it before, like whenever I unlock the prize pass, I get also the things that I got on the days in which I didn't have it?
Yes, you do. You do.
That's good. Cool. So I see that people already are posting some questions. Let me first, we actually went to the devs from last Q&A because Fury.org, hi Fury.org if you're watching, was asking, and this could help people with the Echoes of the Forgotten, for which we will talk about later. But if you have the Echoes of the Forgotten to be claimed, but you are just on the cusp of changing your chapter, you could wait to claim it, change the chapter, and when you claim it, the reward will actually be of the chapter you would be in. So be careful on when you claim the rewards that you are able to on the progress, because that's when the chapter will be decided. So if you unlock things but don't claim them and then change the chapter, you may also get the chapter that you are in. So thanks Fury.org for the question. Sorry we couldn't reply last time, but we clarified with the devs and got confirmation. So yay.
Good that you talked about the Echoes of the Forgotten, our main evolution building. So the Echoes of the Forgotten is the main construction of this buried city. So the more you progress into exploring, the more it emerges from the ground and you can see the majestic building that the civilization built. For our players, we're now giving them, in the Echoes of the Forgotten, the option to choose which production they will have. So it's a selectable production building. So for players that will make the Echoes of the Forgotten all the way to stage 5, they will receive culture, population, and gold, and they will have orcs. When you get to stage 8, you will, for the first time in an evil building, be able to produce time reductions. And when you get to stage 10, you have knowledge points. So in the end, you will be able to, on stage 10, choose between producing 4 knowledge points, 3 time reductions, 30 minutes, or a big amount of orcs.
We never had time reductions.
No, not yet.
That's
but the Echoes of the Forgotten, they bring exactly all these changes in time that were stored inside the building. The player can also now use it to accelerate productions.
That's really, really cool. Thank you. I can't wait to get the Echoes of the Forgotten, because it's also like, I look at the art, I really love the art of Elvenar, and there is all these little parts that are moving. There is a wheel, like it's amazing. I love it. Let's see. Sandra is asking, is there a list of quests so that we can plan our crafting, so that we can complete the entire event? They want to strategically plan what they're going to do. Is there something available? Do you know? Because I didn't find anything.
No, I don't think there is anything available with all the quest line. But
if you play in beta, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing beta, but maybe you can see a little bit what is being released there and plan ahead. But I assume that even if you don't plan so much, you'll be able to catch up with the quests.
Yeah, I mean, they're balanced. But I mean, beta is not like, it's always changing. It's of course a beta environment. But if you want a sneak peek, maybe you can play in beta to understand how maybe it's going to be. Then, for example, Stephanie's asking, can you tell us anything about what will be different with future fellowship adventures? Ooh, players are interested in fellowship adventures. What can you tell us?
There will be some changes in the fellowship adventures for the next rotation, but so far I would like to ask you guys to wait a little bit, and then when you see it, I am quite convinced that you're gonna love it. We are changing some stuff to improve the quality of life and make fellowship adventures more pleasant, more interesting, more attractive, and really have even more fun with these multiplayer event. But I like to keep it as a surprise.
Okay. Keep us on our toes then. Keep your secrets. But yeah, we will be looking forward to that. Let me ask you, Unkelt is asking why incidents only give you 1 coin instead of 3 like last event. I think they're asking about the little donkeys, the little provisions, and he probably, when he taps or he clicks, gets +1 instead of +3. I think that's random though, or
it is random. That is randomly generated.
I got +3s when I was playing today, so it is possible.
You just have to have a little bit of luck.
Let me see. Falconwing. Wish we had some buildings that had a mummy coming alive. Yeah, that would be cool.
That is not a bad idea. Let's see if we manage to clean and restructure the city. I'm not convinced that the excavations will stop. So I assume digging deeper and deeper might uncover even bigger secrets.
Ooh, maybe we can make friends with the mummy.
It's not impossible.
Asia Nelson, this event is fun. Thank you for having fun with us, Asia. Hakan is asking, do we ever think about an opt-out options for events for when it gets too much to participate? Oh, I'm sorry, Hakan. What does make it too much? Because I'm having always a lot of fun in the events. Please let us know. Give us feedback. It's important for us.
The events are not a mandatory feature, but we make the events to improve the gaming experience. So if you don't want to follow the quest, you don't want to do it, it's also not a problem. Maybe you are in a part of your playtime that you need to dedicate to something else. But important is that event quests and main quests, they work together. So if you fulfill a requirement for an event, you will also fulfill a requirement if you have a quest that has the same requirement, and you're going to have extra rewards from the event. So I think in the end, it's a win-win. But I understand that players don't like us to dedicate time on that specific one. And if there is something that you find complicated, hard, or that's not working out, please let us know, and we will work to make it better.
Yeah, we have forums. We are like a lot of platforms, like our social media. Please let us know. Please comment. We always look for feedback and ways to improve. So let's see. Tiffany is asking if you can get all of the relics for this new event without using diamonds.
Yes, we always work on making the event balance on a way that the players can get all the relics without using diamonds. Yes, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I think at this point, relics, I think it was meant for it to be artifacts, the artifacts to evolve because of the Forgotten. Stephanie is asking again, when can we look forward to a spring background? The snow is fun, but we are ready for the sun.
Yeah, I think the snow will be over soon. And yeah, I think the spring background is a very good idea. Maybe we can have it for spring.
Like for flowers, you know? That would be cool. Maybe like pink flowers, like the cherry trees. That would be nice. Sandra has an idea. It would be nice to have a dedicated area outside the city proper for the Ancient Wonder buildings or event-specific buildings that won't be needed once the event is over. What do you think?
I actually think very positively about that. I also love my event buildings, and I also love even the buildings that I'm not using. And I always had this idea to have a place that you can keep your collection and kind of always look back and see what you achieved. So it's a very good idea, and I will keep that in mind and see if we can bring it to you sometime.
Yeah, cool. Let's see. Milan is wondering what happens when you unlock and occupied all of the expansion in the city, all of the space. Because there are players that are advanced enough, they are on the last chapter, and they are like occupying every possible space there is.
That is a very good question. For now, the board will not increase, but if we have a lot of players getting to the point where the board needs to be bigger, we're going to work to make it bigger, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's a very big board.
It's
a lot of space.
It is, and I think the point it's also to do a little puzzle, right? Puzzling and strategizing on what you like and what makes your city powerful. So it's a challenge. So Kay is asking, love the new feature to start production in all the workshop at once, and I'm wondering if we will soon be able to lock this feature on the factories as well. I think because there is the productions in the manufacturers. I know that we are working towards automating other things, but it's still in progress. This is what I know. Do you know anything else, Tiago?
Yeah, I think we saw these automation as improvement in quality of life for our players, and we have been working to automating a lot the productions and making the life of players that have huge cities way easier. So there might be good stuff coming soon, that for sure.
C'è Falconwing. For the main construction building here, they ask, if we get the building at level 4, can we continue to unlock the other productions as we level up our city? I think the artifact evolution is different than the chapter evolution. Or is that so?
I really didn't understand the question for the main construction building. What is it, the main hall or the evil building?
I think the Echoes of the Forgotten. So if we get the Echoes of the Forgotten at level 4, I don't know which chapter Falconwing is, but if they continue to go in the chapters, can they have other productions? For example, if I have a level 4 Echoes of the Forgotten of chapter 20, does it have different productions from chapter 4, right?
Yes. So we don't want to give players that are in lower chapters resources that they don't use. So we created a way to give the players on each chapter the resources that are useful for them. So if you get your Echoes of the Forgotten and you bring it to a higher chapter, the orc production will change. So you only get orcs when you need the orcs. Before that, you're going to have different production being given in the Echoes of the Forgotten.
Makes sense, and it keeps it valuable, right?
Exactly.
Cool. Luca is asking, I wish it will be possible to move barracks and training camp to inventory too. What do you think, Iago?
Yeah, the barracks and the training camps are main buildings, and it's intended to have them always in the city because they are core buildings of the game progress. So bringing it back will kind of affect the way the game progress goes. So keep them there. Even if you're not a fighter, you have to have some there.
Yeah, it's the way the game is designed, right? They have to be there.
Exactly.
Michele Michel, I'm sorry. asking, can you change the rewards of the NR Ancient Wonder? It's pretty, but also kind of useless after you get higher chapters. And I don't want to delete it, they say.
For now, we will not change the Ancient Wonders. I understand that giving mana per scout for players in chapters way higher might not be something very useful, but you need mana in any case sometime. So, and it's a very beautiful building.
It is.
So for now, it's going to be kept. It will be kept the way it is.
Oh. So Kami is asking, can there be dragons flying over the cities, please? I would love that.
I will take a note on that. Flying dragons, okay.
I mean, no spoilers, but if you progress towards the chapters, maybe you will see one dragon or two. So we'll see. Tina, we would like a trading center when we can trade time reduction, artifacts, portal profit, coin drain, etc. Wow. So can we buy what we lack and sell what we do not use? What do you think, Tiago?
That's a very complicated question because we are creating ways of using these surpluses. So coin rings can be disenchanted into spell fragments, so you can craft it again inside your Magic Academy. I think time reductions most of the time I read are very useful, either on buildings or even on events if you want to speed up a production to finish a quest. But trying to find a panacea, like one solution for all, it's going to be very complicated. But we are constantly monitoring the surpluses of items and creating mechanisms to make them useful. For example, the Ancient Wonder shards, they can be used now.
Yes.
So we are also thinking on what the players have too much and giving a purpose for that. So it will always be taken care. But these one solution for all, I think, is going to be too complicated.
Let's see. We have 2 minutes left, guys. Last questions. Get them coming. Okay. Fred is asking, why are units shown in percentages and not in actual numbers? I think this is regarding some units production in Ancient Wonders and or other Evo buildings. I don't know which one he's asking.
Mostly it's presented in amount. The only places you're going to have production in percentage is in Ancient Wonder Effects and in the Healing Surge. In the Healing Surge, we use a percentage to allow all the players independently of their squad size to heal a relevant amount. So some players have squads with 2,000 units and it heals 75%. And players that are beginning that have 100 units, we also have a 75%. So we're giving the same opportunity and the same advantage to the player independently where they are.
The Vitality Surge has been implemented very, very recently, like the last event, right?
Yes, it's brand new.
Super cool. Yeah.
And it's very useful on Spire if you get some.
Also, in any kind of encounters that you do, if you have anything, you have to strategize as well, because if it's at 90%, maybe don't use the 70% healing surge. But yeah, really, really cool. We have Stuart. Many players at higher levels have deleted standard good manufactories and replaced them with sentient good manufacturers. Makes sense. Would it be fair to include sentient goods as part of the good needed quests?
Yes, and we are working on it.
Cool. So guys, we have finished our time. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. And we will see you guys in the next Q&A.
Bye-bye. Good evening.
Bye.